This is Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Secrets and dope and music and reactions. Liquor and Wolves. I said Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Secrets and dope and a German talking bullshit. Liquor and Wolves.
Fuck.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And we're live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world. How are we doing tonight? This is Liquor and Woes. I'm Rob, and you guys are the greatest for being here. Thank you very much. So today, this is the sitch, if you will. I still have, out of the 16 that I collected over my 2-week absence not too long ago, there's 8 left to be done. And today I am being rather selfish, and I just decided to go with number 5, which is Polyphia. We're not sure how to pronounce this. And it's a song called G.O.A.T, and it was suggested by Grizz Chad, and it got a lot of interaction after I published the list here. And the homie Sunday Gloom, who is OG on the channel, hops in and says, hey, it's interesting to see Polyphia here, or Polyphia. I'm thinking it has something to do with poly, as in polytones. It's not a word, I'm pretty sure. There's no, I don't think it's like a standing term. I think it's made up, but it doesn't matter. Polyphia, whichever one. It'll be interesting to see your take on them. Not a lot to break down since it's all instrumental. But they make some interesting music. So that's one of the aspects that homie Sunday Gloom hopped into this and said it's interesting for us to watch you react to this. The other aspect of why am I doing this and not going into the number generator here, because there's a bunch of Ren left on this suggestion list as well. And I just did his new release list of our time yesterday, and I would hate for the channel to sort of get pushed into this is a Ren and F only channel. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm looking to bring in some just some variety by forcefully reacting to this in a conscious decision rather than have the number generator decide whether or not I'll do this today. So all the others, of course, going to stay on the list. And this is a call to action as well. If you want your own personal suggestion to end up on said list, what you will have to do is comment and let me know what it is you might want me to react to. And I always love it when I get like 2 or 3 bullet points that don't spoil what it is, but can somehow, frame it in terms of this is why I think you, Rob, will enjoy it, or this is my personal favorite and it comes out of a world that I know you hate. So I would love for you to see it. So there's a bunch of room left on the suggestion list, and I would love for you guys to let me know what you want me to react to. Please make it songs that are not, liable to be blocked within a second. That usually means it's, big-ass artists with big-ass labels behind them having 10 million plus views. And if you see few or very scarce other reactors having reacted to the song you're suggesting, it's usually a sign for it to be blocked. The likelihood of the song being blocked is sort of transparent in how many reactions of it are out there. See what I'm saying? So without further ado, we are going to go into Polyphia, the song G.O.A.T, which is of course short for greatest of all time. It's from the album New Devils. That's a pretty clever and smart name, isn't it? And of course, there's one more thing we need to be talking about. I am having coffee. And the reason for that, most of y'all know, it's up there. I have another 341 days left in Liquor Exile. We're feeling good. We're doing fine. Everything's good. So let's hop into this. I'm excited. I'm, as always, going to let it ring for a couple of seconds and check my volume levels and then take y'all full screen. Let's go. So Grizz Chad and Sunday Gloom, bear with me as I go into this for the very first time. Let's roll. Is it a Spieluhr? Not much to level sounds with. Looks like we're good though. Wow. Holy fucking shit. Oh, fuck. I didn't know. Yeah, let's turn this on because it's electric, Rob. Holy shit, coming in with the goddamn, this is fucking virtuoso talent to be able to play the guitar that way. It's like you can't even, you need a phantom, like a 1,000 frame camera to be able to see what his fingers are doing. Holy fucking crap. I think it's a boy though, right? Yeah, it seems to be a dude. And there was all kinds of shit going on. There was really fast finger picking. There was really fast fret slapping. And I think there was a bunch of harmonics being played as well. Let's go into this again. And that visual thing, what happened here? So the camera, we open, we establish church. Dude is standing up there on the church stage, whatever. Camera moves toward him. At one point, it sinks into the ground, and we get this upside down image of another guitar player or him. This could be, church me and hell me, but it sounds amazing. What's happening here? Same guy, yes. So all these doo-doo-doo that we just heard there wasn't actually physically pressing down on a string into the fretboard, but just hovering over it and touching it just slightly and giving it what's called the harmonic. Maybe I'll be able to show you this. So this is probably out of tune as fuck. Do we hear it? Yeah, okay. So this is just a blank string being played. And instead of pressing down a note, you hover over it and it generates this sound. It's something we use for tuning as well. And it works in the 5th, it works in the 7th, it works in the 12th. And this is something that Metallica makes use of, and everybody's going to know this. Of course, we all know this. And then at one point it goes, and that's the harmonics. Wow. And I am not pulling the backflip over the fact that they are using them. They are frequently being used, or him here, if let's talk singular. It's the fact how fucking fast he fucking plays it and throws them in there because it's really hard. This is a really coordinative fucking action in the fingers. Pressing, harmonic, pressing, harmonic. Awesome. Ooh. Sorry, I got to stop it again because I would hate for this to clip. So much is coming in after my last sound check. I think bass and hopefully drums are going to come in now. But it sounds fucking amazing. Here we go. Holy shit, how he is fucking... This is nerdism, right? It seems like we're going to get a nerd song. Like, check out how fucking amazing we are. And this isn't, power metal, like fucking Dream Theater being top of their craft and displaying it in a very... in a way that is, kind of sing-alongable and enjoyable for the ear in terms of these are melodies that we're used to. These are notes that belong together. This isn't trying to do that. It's not trying to be a sing-along, hymn. This is trying to just check out what we can do. Holy fuck. And Drummer Boy, let's fucking have him with some horns as well. I'm not dissing him by saying Drummer Boy. The drummer is doing something crazily almost offbeat, but on beat, but he is sort of breaking it, and in terms of stepping on the brake, he is not delivering it on what your rhythmic perception within your inner metronome ear and perception should be, this is on beat, he is either going before it or after it a little bit, which makes it so much harder. This is deliberate. This isn't accidental. This is something, good God, this is fucking hard ass shit. That, just taking it from like he goes on the hi-hat with both sticks and then takes them off, and your mind wants it to hit again. He doesn't do it. He then goes into the bass. Here. And the bass in the background is slapping like a mofo too. Holy shit. And that's a late hit as well. You want it to come earlier. Drum. You heard it? Oh, here's the bass. Ooh, that slide. He's like, darn. And he doesn't pick it either with his fingers or a pick. He goes slapping, which is this part of the thumb that hits the string. And it gives it this, Flea does that a lot too, right? Of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It gives it this funkiness. And he slaps it. It's a 5-string too. He slaps it and then pulls down the entire fretboard, like going into the lows. Amazing. And he just sits there casually. That's a nice instrument too. I think it's a Warwick. Yeah. Nice instrument. Gold mechanics and everything. Holy shit. We're underground again. So now we're not upside down, but and this is lit in red and all held in a little bit of a doomy, threatening, dangerous sort of look and feel. He was sat in the same church bench, I think. And I hope he's going to go off for us now a little bit. It seems like we're getting individual parts all the time, right? We start on the lead guitar. There is a second guitar. We can hear it in the background. Then we go to drummer. Then we go to bass, who is now taking us downstairs. And he's getting up. Let's see what he does. Completely new part of the song. Completely new part of the song. Sort of a bridge part, intermission part. Oh, here's the second guitar. The dude to the right is the one that we saw in the first Let's Go Downstairs cut, and he was upside down in the white hoodie. So this is the first guitar we saw. And here to the left, or in the center of the frame, sits a second guitarist with long hair. And we see drummer in the far back as well. This is beautifully shot also too. Holy fuck, what am I listening to? This is unreal. That accompanied this oh, I guess he's gonna get to shine now. Let's roll. Harmonics again, did you hear it? And I think he is giving us a little more of a, whereas the first part that we saw of the shorter haired guy was completely, let's be all over the place in the fretboard. He is giving it a more, let's say, melodic approach, still displaying just vast major talent, but taking it a little slower and a little bit easier on our consumer ears, I think. Let's roll. Yeah. And then these bluesy, alternative outros out of the riff. And he goes, and lets it linger a little bit. Nice. back upstairs, but I think we're with the same guitar player, long-haired guitar player. I think he even switched instruments. Wasn't the one he played before? No, it has a red body as well and has a tremolo. Yeah, it's the same guitar. And it's a 6-string, because usually when you get virtuoso, fucking top of the class musicianship on the guitar, it'll usually be freak guitars too, like 7 strings, 8 strings, fucking them playing the bass themselves, but they don't need to, because bass player here is the fucking, all of these are goats. This could be the concept. And why is it called GOAT? This could apply to, from what I've seen, all 4 of them, if there are 4, I think. 2 guitars, bass, drums. Yeah, 4. And the song itself, of course, I was educated ahead of time that this was going to be an instrumental, so I'm not waiting on lyrics, right? And how would you sing over this? You would have to be a fucking Freddie Mercury to shine, in comparison with the musicianship that we're being given here. But that wasn't what I was going to get at. I was thinking it seems like this song they're playing is something that they could also be warming up to, right? When they come into the studio or the rehearsing room, let's kick this and let's all get our hands warm. They're staying together on this major, like this, the main motive of it is this. That is something that is reoccurring, and everything in between, people get to go crazy, I'm thinking. And he has already started to, but now he's back in the positive upstairs in the white lit world. Let's hear what he offers now. And this is all hand picking, right? There's no, or this could be hybrid picking, which is, I have a pick between these 2 fingers, and I use it to strum the low strings, but I also pick with these 3 fingernails. And that's fucking hard. For me, I have to decide, do I want to pick or do I want to fucking shred? And that decides whether or not I go with a pick or if I go with fingers. I can't really tell whether or not, let's see, maybe frame by frame. If he has a pick plus, yeah, it looks like it, because thumb and index fingers stay close. Yeah, here we see the tip of the pick. So he does that too. This is hybrid picking. And it's harder than a fuck. Let's go. Did you see the tapping element where he's not playing the string over the pickups on the body of the guitar, but he is using his strumming hand to pick, or to slap notes on the fretboard as well, while his left hand is doing stuff up here and his right hand is picking the notes up here. Fucking A. Same phenomenon. This is here you can see it really good that it is hybrid picking. So we get a plectron plus finger picking. Here it's visible nicely. These Ibanez guitars seem like signature guitars. I don't think I've seen them, and it would make sense for them to have signature guitars. Holy shit, they're fucking amazing. Oh yeah, and drummers there too. I think Mr. Bass is going to get his chance to shine. We're going downstairs again, and I can't fucking wait for it. It's so rare that you get impressive bass playing. It's kind of unfair, because unless you give room for the bass to shine, regardless if it's in recorded music or live, but especially live, if you don't give bass the chance to shine, he will never be able to, or they will never be able to. And I usually don't like it much when bands will give lead guitar, all kinds of room to be able to be the coolest. And either it's because bassist just isn't able to, but usually it's a decision not to give them the chance to shine. And I fucking hate that, because it really moves people's asses, not only because the music slaps, but because it's so rare. And I hope he's going to get his chance to shine here now. Oh all kinds of things in between. But the main motive of this, I fuck around, and then holy shit, this man's amazingly good too. And it looks like they're all young as fuck, except for drummer. He looks older than the rest for sure. But these guys seem fucking in their 20s max, right? I love the fucking bass part. Nice. And just all along the way of him getting the shine, the drums are still doing crazy things. The drummer's of course taking himself back and putting himself in the background a little bit, but in order for this totally off rhythm, again only perception wise, it isn't, because it hits. In our perception of the percussive beat that should be, both are totally leaving it. And to be able to find and catch each other again towards the end of what seems to be a solo part, yes, it's a solo part, is super fucking hard. You can either do this on click, where you have like a metronome click in your in-ear monitoring, but none of this is mic'd up, so I'm thinking there isn't any. But this is for a music video anyway. I'm pretty sure it's super hard to play on click. It's always being put down. It's a little bit the phenomenon of Sebastian Bach complaining about backing tracks on laptops with falling in reverse. It's because they're old school musicians and just haven't progressed with the time. If you want a bombastic sound, if you want a bombastic show, because it triggers lights and everything as well, those backing tracks, it's just a sign of the times, right? And you have not caught up. Same with click. Some musicians will frown upon it, click being used in recording or live even. I think it's just because you're not able to, because it's fucking hard to play on click. You step away from this, which I'm thinking 99 out of 100 bands, when they start off, it's vibing and feeling one another out. At one point you will know where the drummer is gonna go, and even if he does a fill that he's never done before, you know where the one is that you want to land on with him. And when you play on click, you have to completely lose that intuitive aspect of, I think this is where he's going to go, and this is the time when he will. All you do is play on click, right? It's like, tuk, 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 tuk. And that's the one thing you rely on, and that's what you will play on. And if 4 half-drunk, half-fried musicians try that, you can tell I'm speaking from experience, it's not an easy task. So we can't do it. We can't play on click. Oh yeah. First off, let's give the bass part the well-deserved horns. Holy shit, that was amazing. And I think we're now going to get, look at this kit setup. There's 1, 2, so that's the hi-hat. 1 crash, 2 crashes, 3 crashes, 4 crashes, 5 crashes, 6. So it's 8. 4 on the right, 4 on the left, plus the hi-hat. So it's a bunch of crashes. 2 hanging toms, 1 floor tom. Of course, double bass pedal. Yeah, this is a good setup, but way too many crashes for me, which is, the metal elements, the cymbals. Our drummer would get lost in translation, but yet I think we're gonna get a drum solo too. Again, no, none of this. He doesn't do any of the things that we are expecting to happen. To be on the 1, no, he decides to not even. He puts no emphasis on the 1. And keeps himself back and goes on to 3. And that's so fucking hard. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And he leaves them all out. Oh, swaying. that for sure was G.O.A.T-ish. He has just kind of undressed every other drummer out there that I know anyway. Holy fuck, that's fucking good ass shit. Right, and the conceptual aspect of the video, the filmmaking here is each is getting their part being by themselves and walking towards something, except for drummer. Of course, he can't be walking towards anything. But of course, for I think what's going to be the climax, they have all come together. Nice. Where did that... It fits there super nicely. I love the fact that it's there. But who created that? Did the drummer actually scream here in the church? Again, completely off the track of the expected. He puts that fucking major ass hit in a super unexpected place. You want it here. But no. And then the double hit. Look at this. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom. Nice. And then the short-haired guitarist gave us a tremolo whammy of the harmonic he played. So he plays the harmonic, spoke about this before. He lets it linger and goes onto his tremolo bar and tweaks it. Nice too. That's... No. What in the fuck? And they're like, yeah, that's how we're gonna end. That's how we're gonna end this. Leave just question marks on everybody's foreheads, right? Fucking amazing. That drum out, like, how? This has to be on click. He has to know where he will want to be landing. And it's mid-fill that he stops it. We're all expecting it to get like a final of toms and crashes, but no, he decides to just... Yeah, I'm through. What about y'all? Holy fuck. Yeah, this was part of the intro too. This it sounds like a very old and somewhat out of probably the revolving thingy that lets the metal rods swing and thereby create sound in a the German word is Spieluhr. It's a little box usually. It's super old school, and it has a little... Is it a lever? Like a thing that you rotate it and thereby rotate a cylinder that's inside it, and the cylinder has ups and downs, kind of like, you know, bumps and not bumps. And metal rods roll over the cylinder that you turn manually, and an individual bump will cause the metal rod to start swinging and thereby generate a sound. So it sounds like either that cylinder that's revolving is somehow out of center, and, you know, rotating in a, say, oval fashion instead of 100% round, because the individual notes seem off, and they're using it again here. I don't think this is generated by guitar. No. Fucking hats off, man. Polyphia, however we pronounce it. And poly makes a lot of sense, because poly meaning not single, but several, more than one notes being played at the same time. So there's mono and there's stereo and there's poly. And it was a thing. Remember when smartphones or just cell phones, period, started to pop? You would get just the boring ass ringtones of a Nokia so-and-so, and then came poly ringtones. And they actually sounded a little bit like music, still 8-bit. And then when MP3 format started its revolution of the music industry, you were able to actually get full-blown songs as ringtones. And that's, I guess, the definition of why the song has the aspect of poly in it, because it's always more than one, and it's layered and played at the same time. So it gets poly audio. Fucking amazing. I loved it. And did anyone miss a lyric layer to it? I didn't. But this could be because I'm a musician and guitar player especially. So about this band, is this just one song where they go instrumental, or is this a concept? Is their entire catalog instrumental? Because holy shit, if these kids are the age I'm putting them in, they have fucking Hall of Fame careers in front of them, don't they? Holy crap. Talent level over 9,000. Very, very interesting to watch, and very, very out of pocket, I'm thinking. So thanks for suggesting this, Gris Chad, and also Gloomy Sunday for hopping in and giving it back up. Please do keep the suggestions coming. If you like what you see, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. I would love to see you guys again on the next one. Bye-bye.